Yeah, just laugh. Board games. Board games. Questabell is a board game, although it's more accurately described as a card game or as a word game. And hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. It is 10:07 UK time, so I assume 9:07 New Zealand time, although your clock might be showing 1 minute more or less. And we don't need to worry about the Americans because they get enough attention already. And also they have multiple time zones. Anyway, yes, we are here last week. Sorry, we managed to go from quest 36 to 37 to 38. We kind of beat 38 on our first attempt, but with lots of asterisks, we agreed. But we kind of had to give a lot more communication. We're trying to, there's 3 levels of communication, but let me take a step back. Who the heck are we, and what the heck are we doing? Who are you?
Who am I anyway? I am Kirsten. I am Kirsten Lunde, Looking Glass Workshop and designer of Questabell, which we've co-developed together, and designer of Ovation and publisher of Ovation, which will be in people's hands soon and will be at Gen Con.
And yay! Congratulations on that. That is super exciting. And to have an actual stand, and it's going to be represented at all the big things like Spiel or what is it actually called? It used to be called Spiel Tag Essen, and then they changed the name. I think it's actually called Spiel Essen. Anyway,
I think so.
Kirsten submitted this game as a contest, and I was like, this is so cool. And then kind of did a tiny bit of tinkering with the main mechanisms, but then we've just been working on the levels. What is Questabell? What the heck is Questabell? It's a cooperative word game where you work through quests starting at level 1, quest number 1, sorry, and hopefully finishing at quest number 50. But it starts off easy, and then we encourage you to skip quests if you're finding it easy, and then go to what we call the boss levels. And our next boss level is going to be 40, which I am slightly intimidated by, not going to lie. And you can rush through the levels, but we've taken every level as it comes, trying to analyze the relative difficulties, thinking if the levels are suitable for easy, for moderate, for tricky, for fiendish, and soon, not today, but maybe next week, we will be going to the diabolical quests. And so, yes, we are working together, making words, placing stuff on the left and right. What else should we say, Kirsten?
I'm not sure. We can recap a little bit of where there's a story that goes along with our quests. And so we are librarians at the Mystical Library, defending the library from, well, normally it's just managing the library, but things have gotten really difficult as there's an enemy who has been fighting the library. And that we've learned that his name is Jack Q. Vexes. He has some evil buddies, the nasty trolls Fip and Piff, who we've also been fighting against. And we found out not too long ago that it turns out he's the son of the head librarian, and that he used to be one of us.
I mean, spoiler alerts, and hello, good morning to you, Elaine, who's also based in the UK. And it's lovely to see you. And I don't mind, honestly, whilst we are going through things and we're trying to be a little, okay, we're not going to spoil the next things. But if you come here and then you hear all the story, hopefully there will still be joy to be had, because it's like a Ghibli film. Like, even if you know the plot, you still enjoy it happening. Do you know what I mean? And then in the same way, hopefully, even if you knew even if you'd read, okay, these are the rules for what's going to happen. I mean, in other campaign games, sometimes I read ahead. I don't know, have you ever read ahead I'm actually going to ask everyone out there, Do you read ahead in campaign games, yes or no? I might ask people on social media as well, but please let me know right now, because I will normally be like, oh, I wonder what's going on, especially when I'm just about to start the game. But then and Elaine says, all librarians are magical. No.
Yes. Well put. Agreed.
I also want to say, I'm going to say something relatively apolitical, but also just reminding people, if you're watching in the UK, today you can go to vote, and you do need to take a photo ID, and there is a website where you can find your local station. I just brought that up because for me, my local polling station is the library. So I found out yesterday when I went and was like, should I go there today? Because I could use the library tomorrow at the same time, but I found out that the library itself, the facilities will be closed during the time that they're open for polling, which makes sense because it would be a lot to kind of manage. But I'm curious how they do it, because normally every other polling station I've ever been to has been basically an empty room, whereas this time it'll be like, what if you just want to sit down and start reading comics? I guess they must be like, no, you can't do that today. You've got to go out. But yeah, yesterday I just borrowed so many comics and like just feeling a little bit there and kind of just, what did I read? I'm going totally unrelated. I read a book called The Sad Ghosts Club. Can I do a quick 30-second review?
Certainly.
So this is The Sad Ghosts Club by Lies Beddings, and it's about depression, but then finding someone else that I'm going to totally spoil the plot, so please mute it if you hate the idea of this. I would give this a solid 1 thumb up. Like, I think it's a nice book to reflect on the fact that we are not alone. It's a book about someone going to a party, struggling with that, finding someone else who's struggling, having a nice conversation, and then there isn't a sad ghost club really, but at the end they kind of establish it, and it's about what the sad ghost club means, just that togetherness, and we are not alone, and sometimes it's nice to find someone that you can talk to, and that's what this book is all about, and it's really lovely, and the drawings are kind of in a watercolor, quite simplistic way. And then I read this book, which is the first volume of BL Metamorphosis. For those who don't know, BL means boy love. It's kind of, I'm not quite sure, I'm not familiar with the genre, but I get the understanding that it's kind of homoerotica. But like, this book is not that, it's about that. So it's about an old 75-year-old woman who goes into the manga shop and is like, oh, this one's been recommended by the staff, let me try it out. And then at the end of the first volume, she's become friends with one of the sellers of comics, and they go to a convention together to meet their favorite author. And it's about what's a, relatively benign interest of just being like, yeah, it's such a sweet kind of relationship because these comics are not sexually explicit or anything like that. I don't know the BL genre, but my understanding is that the appeal is normally just the kind of sweet, innocent love, if you know what I mean. And it's like, yeah. But this one's about friendship between people of different ages and people of different social backgrounds. And I think that's a really nice story as well. And yeah, that's what I ended up reading yesterday. Anyway, so talking about libraries, who's defending the library? Who's attacking the library? What is Jack Q. Vex is doing? I might actually share the screen to give people an idea of what's going on. Sorry, that was a question for you, Kirsten.
Well, we're not entirely. Well, we know what we know with this chapter is that apparently he's gathering and preparing to cast a really big curse, and so we are trying to protect all of us from the curse and from him succeeding at his ends, though we don't know exactly what the curse will do. We've just been told by the head librarian that he is working toward a big curse.
That's an important thing. And the head librarian, it turns out, was Jack Hugh Vex's mother. And we are going through, and just to talk about, we'll talk about it mechanically as we start playing. I think that probably makes the most sense, because we are at the point where it is definitely fiendish. We are definitely losing more often than we win, and we are having to ponder a heck of a lot. So to recap the intro for quest number 38, and we take out none of the letters for these levels. So that's something that we've done a lot in the past. In the previous chapter of 5 quests, we took out A, R, and T. That made a big difference. But now we've got access to everything, which kind of feels like a premonition in some ways. And when I think about it from a story level, I didn't even think of that until just now. But quest number 38. Do you want to read the intro, and I'll explain what's going on?
So quest number 38 is Even When at Odds. There are attacks all over the library now, and even as you grow weary, you notice something. Your efforts against today's enemies are stronger and more successful with River and other like-minded colleagues than with the assistant or others who are less compatible. Resonate similar frequencies together, you call out. Combine like forces so we may triumph.
And Elaine, that's totally okay. You don't need to know about this game. We will explain it to you, although you are jumping in at the deep end. It is fully cooperative. It's for 1 player. You can solo it up to 4 players. Above 4 players, you would just start running out of cards, and it would be horrible. But there is a difference. With more players, you have more access to cards at the same time, but then there's different communication levels, and we are playing on the medium level. The easiest way to play is just saying you share all information. We're not quite doing that. We are allowing ourselves to share information about what's visible, what's open. But, and Kirsten, if you want to start, that's totally fine while I'm rambling on. And we have a hand of 3 cards each. We take turns to place 1 card in one of the 2 lines. Hypothetically, we could place a card here or a card there. And then afterwards, we have to place on the left or right of everything on that line. And as the game goes on, hopefully we make words, but in this quest, every word must be 6 or more letters, and every word must contain either all odd or all even numbers. So those are the numbers in the lower corners. For this low quality version of the L deck, which is Comic Sans, so it's deliberately the low quality. I don't know. So you've got the numbers. Everything has a 6 at the top because all the top letters have a frequency of 6. But then there's, for example, 5 of the DHL, 4 of the CBM, 3 of the W, U, and G, and 2 of the F, Y, and P, and 1 each of the J, K, Q, V, X, and Z. And there are more odd numbers than even numbers, so we might want to be aware of that. But yes, now we are trying to make 6-letter words with either all odd or all even on the bottom. I hope that's a good primer. And you're very welcome. Thank you for being here, Elaine.
Yes, definitely.
And so you lay down a card and then you give a clue word. This can be any word, even if it's 3 letters long, even if you were not able to make it as a quest word. And it's not just tricky, it's fiendish. Tricky was 10 quests ago.
So I'm just going to say hen, H-E-N.
Okay, cool. And obviously, we've played this a lot together. We've played it a lot individually. And I know that the quest word, in the early levels, you don't need to think about it, but at this point, that might be a clue to what Kirsten has in her hand. And if you're watching, you can see my hand, but Kirsten cannot because she is not looking. And oh my gosh, hen. Okay, so I know that those things, I'm assuming in my mind that there's probably an H and an N in Kirsten's hand. And I'm trying to give my own clue for what might come up. And I'm bearing in mind that I'm going to say yuck, Y-U-C-K.
Okay.
And again, that's normally I would not clue in K unless I had it, but given that the K is already on the board, I know I'm not going to lead Kirsten astray with that. And because I woke up very late, I am now going to eat a banana.
I'm going to say cram, C-R-A-M.
I'm going to say cream, C-R-E-A-M. No, I'm going to say creams. And we both know that the M is one of the cards. At this point, you do really need to know the deck. Again, this is Quest 38, so it's not by any means simple.
I'll say creamy.
Oh my God, I'm going to say scream.
Okay. Okay.
And there's definitely a part of knowing what's in each other's hands, but there's also the fact that we don't have that many card letters to work with, because 5 6-letter words means you've got to use at least 30 of the cards. So you've only got 18 cards left. So possibly if you need to make a 7-letter word, or possibly if you need to discard. But if you want to discard, you have to discard 2. You cannot just discard the 1. That would be too simple. And
I'm going to say hey, H-E-Y.
H-E-Y. Oh, that's good. Okay, so that's a strong clue. And Elaine asks, firstly, have you ever seen the videos of fruit bats eating bananas? No, I have not. For a moment, I thought, what's this non sequitur, until I got to the banana part. So do you start with
I love fruit bats.
Fewer letter words? Yes. Quest 1, it's all about 3 letters. Then Quest 11, it changes to 4-letter words. Quest 21 changes to 5-letter words. Quest 31 changes to 6-letter words. And then from 41 onwards, it's all over the place, because going up to 7-letter words, even though it does raise the difficulty, it wasn't as interesting and exciting as allowing us to go, I'm going to say, off kilter for the last 10 quests. Do you think that's a fine way to say it, Kirsten?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Kirsten has said hey, H-E-Y. I assume that Kirsten's got the other Y, bearing in mind that there are only 2 Ys in the deck. And I know the other Y is, I believe, an I-H. I'm going to quickly look at my handy-dandy reference sheet and be like, yes, Ys. It is indeed EY and IY. Okay. And for the production version, we will have dry erase things, so you can tick them off if you want to. I think, this is, I'm not happy with, Okay, I am going to do our first discard. Okay. It's not ideal, but the evens are harder to make words with, so I feel okay about doing that.
Yeah. I'm just going to say ink. Hello, Crystal. I'm just going to say ink.
No, you can't say. Oh, can you say something that's already been made as a clue word?
Okay, inks.
Okay.
If you would like.
So that's, and hello, I hope you're generally well. So people can see, again, remember that the top one, we have to use all of the odd numbers, 1, 5, and 1 at the bottom, and then here 4, 2, 4, 4, 4. It doesn't matter what those numbers necessarily are, just whether they're odd or even. And I'm trying to think of, okay, I'm going to do a little check on Collins English Dictionary, which we have decided as our thing. And can you talk a little bit about the reason why we bother encouraging people to have a word list, if you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean like a dictionary, or?
Yeah, like why should people decide on some sort of dictionary or word list or whatever before they start playing?
Yeah, it's you can look up a word. We've been playing it where you look up a word once per turn, much like the other kinds of rules. If you're playing open hand and are wanting to use it educationally, you could certainly allow more. But we're playing it where each player can look up one word per turn. And that can help make sure that you're getting words correctly and spelling them correctly, so you don't get too bogged down into locking up a row and then it turns out you can't clear a legitimate word there. So just a kind of a standard word game policy is good to pick one that you agree on. We've been using Collins since that one's I believe that's a British standard dictionary. Yes. and I should be using a British standard dictionary in New Zealand,
just so that you never have to quibble. And I'm going to say, though I looked up something different. I'm going to say thinky, thinks, thinks.
Okay. I am going to discard.
I just remembered that's why I had the 2.
I'm going to discard also.
Oh, that's painful. That's painful. Christoph says, just watching and listening for a few minutes as I am not at home. That's totally fair. Elaine asks, does it have the same rules as Scrabble where proper nouns aren't allowed? Yes, absolutely.
Correct. Although you can say proper nouns as a clue word. Clue words do not have, so that's the word that we say when we play a card. You don't have to adhere to words that would be acceptable as quest words, but quest words, approved quest words, would definitely need to be in the dictionary that you agree upon, and not proper nouns, not acronyms, that sort of thing. Same kind of Scrabble rules.
Yeah.
But you can certainly, like I said, you can use.
And I'm going to say thinks again.
Okay. I'm afraid I'm going to be discarding again.
And I'm looking, and there are 4 T's with that. So it might be that we just don't have it for a while. And at this point, we are... I mean, ideally with this game, you want to leave the words as open as possible. So you have, the Y, the L, yeah. Oh, yeah, oh my gosh, this is not great. This is not great at all.
I was hoping, I was hoping when I played the AM, you would have realized that I didn't have another M. It was just the one, but
I couldn't think of another word for it.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So you did realize that. You did realize that. Okay.
I thought I considered that possibility, but I couldn't see an alternative. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm aware that we need to put ourselves, into, okay, I need to discard, and I need to decide I would love it if I could just discard this one because, okay, it's even, and then that's not so great, but I've got to discard another one, and I've decided that the OV is probably less useful, so I'm going to keep it with that and just hope that we get something.
Thanks. Shoo.
Thanks. Okay.
Clear a row. There we go.
And
Awesome.
Elaine is asking, how did he come up with the name Questabell? The word has a very pleasing sound.
Oh, nice. Well,
thank you for celebrating our success.
The L deck, originally it was released as the Wibble Plus Plus, right? The Wibble
Yes,
Plus
Plus. Because I do come from a programming background, and also some games have like weird names, and it was like meant to be Wibble plus more stuff. It's Wibble plus. But yeah.
And then Bez shortened it to L, ELL. And all of the games end in that, the ELL. So, I don't have my list of all those first games. Oh, there they are. The Wibble, Grabble, Phrasal, Alphabetical, Fable, and Couple.
And
were the first ones.
So because
this was
L.
Yeah. So when I designed this, it was kind of inspired by, I wanted to do a cooperative word building game that had quests and inspired. I was inspired by The Crew, the cooperative sort of mission based game. And so I thought of setting it in this mystical library and that there would be quests defending magical, sort of a fantasy sort of setting. So defending against fantastic foes kind of thing. And and so Questabell is how I submitted it and Bez approved. So yeah, we kept it. I'm glad you like it too.
And I'm going to say Hailer, Hailer. Oh, let me actually double check it. But someone who hails things, like someone who's hailing taxis on a regular basis.
Okay.
Or apparently someone who hails other people, like hailing them as successful. Yeah. It is definitely a word. And Wibble, so like it is actually, let me type it up. All the games are spelt Wibble, like Wib-L, E-L-L. And it started off by, who was it? David, oh my gosh, brain, Purple Top Hat. You might know the person, David. Dave. Sorry to this, Dave. I'm just going to use their first name because, yeah, I've totally blanked. But Purple Top Hats. I don't think I should tell you where they live, although that's a distinguishing feature for me. All the Davids I know are white, so that's not to distinct, and also male presenting. But like, yeah.
How about Higher? Higher.
Interesting. Anyway, and Christoph asks, how many cards are in the game? There's 48 cards in the game. So there's 8 of the letters. All the letters in the word senorita happen to be the easiest letters to make stuff out of. And I am going to say, oh no, that doesn't work. The word I'm about to say, I realized it has, let's see, 2 of those. Yep, there's a double letter. I'm glad I didn't put that down. Although
I'm looking at our handy dandy list. Just to make sure. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to say jiggle. And I knew I was, yeah. there, in things like this,
Um,
it does benefit you if you know that there's free Gs. So if I didn't have one, then randomly get Kirsten having the third one or me drawing the third one would have been very lucky.
I
I
don't
know.
see many outs here.
Yeah, it might not have been the best word, but it felt better.
I'm going to discard.
That is totally fair. I'm going to say jiggle because I was very lucky there.
I'm going to say jigger.
Oh,
G-I-G-G-E-R.
amazing. Okay, I've got option. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's technically cheating. Kirsten shouldn't know I've got options, but I played jigger and we've cleared another one.
Yay.
And we've got now 2 words down, 4 more to go. And we've already discarded like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of discards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is only one of the L deck.
I'll say hoard, H-O-A-R-D.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm going to need to take a moment. Okay. I'm going to say how many O's. What are the O's? 1, OV, OC, and OD are already out. And that means that OH, OU, and OF. So I'm going to say, and how many Ds are out? There's still 4 Ds in the deck. Okay, I am going to say Horde.
Okay. I'm going to say scream.
Yes! Finally, we've managed to get rid of that.
Yay. 3 of our 5 words down. So we need to, you've asked about how many cards in the deck. With the 48 cards, and we need to do 5 6-letter words, we need to use at least 30. So we have some wiggle room in terms of the discards. So we have 18 extra cards. We've discarded 10. So we're still okay. Nobody's panicking yet.
I'm going to check what E's are in the game. And we've got the EP, EK has been used. And EP, EW, EK, and EY. So we've only got 2 left, which are EM and EL, I think. I'm going to say hoarded.
Okay. Roared, R-O-A-R-E-D, roared.
ED. Yep, hordes. Yep, that does work. It is 6 letters long.
Okay, now I have to think about this. Did we decide there are 18 evens in the deck and 30 odds? Is that right?
Well, we didn't decide. We worked it out. Yes.
Well, we worked it out. Yeah, we worked it out. Yeah. 1, 2.
And Elaine says, "Whoa, free done. Thank you very much.
7.
Do you have a limited number of discards?" Yeah, exactly. You don't have a limited number of discards. You can discard all the cards you want, but if you run out of stuff in the deck, it can become impossible. So if we discarded more than 18 cards, it would be literally impossible to finish. And we have discarded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're actually in decent shape because we're almost at 4. I'm feeling really confident about this one. Oh my gosh, I need to take the timestamp.
So, you forgot to timestamp?
Yep, it's all good.
Yep, it sure is. All right, so...
Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, we have got this. Yeah.
I love the confidence. I wish I was sharing it a little more, but I love the confidence.
I mean, It is only 5 words. There's just 2 to go, and one of them's almost done. We can do
That's
this,
true.
Kirsten. Oh, are you
I
counting
know, I
evens?
believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, I'm
6,
trying to figure
7.
out.
How many do we have visible? 7 and 6, right? So there's 13. So there's literally only 5 evens left. So we
Okay.
cannot make any. So it has to be odd.
Okay, I am going to discard. And I don't think it really matters. So I'm going to discard and discard.
Whew. Okay, I'm guessing Kirsten had a terrible handful of even stuff. I'm going to say hordes.
Nice.
Like we managed to find the hordes of
Yay!
multiple dragons, and then we kind of told the dragon that they can keep their hordes because presumably they've worked hard for it. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Stream Elements says it's stretching time. I'm going to get up out of my chair and.
Okay, I'm going to say FOBS, FOBS.
FOBS. Oh. Well, I'm assuming Kirsten has an F and a B, but we both know that the B cannot be used. And just thinking 13, 15, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, so
5,
when
6.
when folks start, sometimes they'll just say any word that comes to mind or a word that they think might be able to be made. As we're getting tight here with the fiendish levels, Bez and I are pretty seasoned, and so we use those clues to tell each other things quite a bit. So so when Bez is assessing what my clue could possibly mean, I know that that's what's going to happen, so I clue accordingly.
Okay, we haven't consulted the council, okay?
We have not.
I'm going to consult the council, so we are allowed to do this 3 times. Do you think we could make the word huddle, HUDDLE? It comes down to the E's, doesn't it?
Do we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, we have 1 E left.
Have we used the EL?
I do not see the EL having been used, no.
But, oh my gosh, that's terrible. If EL is the last L and the last E.
Oh, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So no.
No. That is sad. And can you ask yes or no question 3 times during the thing? And this is my laugh of unhappiness. Okay.
Aw.
Okay, we can do this, but we need to start thinking. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing the what's left plan again. What is left?
Are we actually going to?
Do we want to organize?
Yes. I will organize the bottom, and so the AEINORST, and you are allowed to look at all the things that have gone out of the game. So it's not a memory game, and at this level, it kind of assumes that you are going to bear in mind, okay, all the R's have gone. That's good to know. And can you bring them down slightly lower, like?
Yep.
That, if that's okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not looking. So, and then I realized.
Yeah, Kirsten does not look at my screen, so she has neither of us have any more information than what we would if we were playing normally. Although, of course, if anyone wants to give us hints, we do allow that. And all the A's are gone, okay?
Well, that's the opposite of what happened to us the other day. So we have an EL.
Yeah, I'm going to write this down as well. So if we write down literally everything. EL, we've got one E left.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Okay, so we've got one I left. And because we know that there's 6 of each thing, and the I that's left is the IU. Yep.
Nice.
EL, IU is quite a useful one. You know, you vowels are
It
good.
is. Yeah.
And, oh, you did it the other way around this time.
I did. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
We've got 4 ends out, so we've still got the ND. And we've still got the NU as well. Those are 2 useful letter cards.
Yep.
No, wait. Yes, ND and NU. Sorry, I was confused for a moment.
Looks like we have 3 O's, but how many of them are useful?
OD. So we've got OF, OH, OU.
OH and OU are good.
OF we can cross off because that has an even number on it. So we cannot use that.
No R's.
No R's at all.
Our last S
is SB. That
SB is not good. Yep. 3 T's. That looks pretty good. So GL and C. So we have TD.
Yes, TD, TH,
H?
and TM.
Okay.
And TM again we cannot use. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to write.
Can I consult the council?
Of course. Do you ever make a little story using the words you've made? Says Elaine. We don't do that personally, but you absolutely could, especially on the easy levels, easy quests. And Elaine asks, could we still make Huddle as long as that EL isn't the bottom card? No, the problem is that Huddle needs an E and an L, and there's one of each, and they are on the same card, and each card can only bring one letter to the word, if that makes sense. So you need to be able to read it left to right, and okay, glad it makes sense. What did you want to ask, Kirsten Lunde?
Do you think we could make hounds? HOUNDS.
Ooh, no. The S we do not have. The OF, SB,
the
and
S is up on the board.
Oh, oh my gosh, Okay. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. HOUND. Okay. HOUND. I'm going to give 1 thumb up. So you're allowed to either say definitely yes, maybe yes, or definitely not. And I'm going to say, sure, let's go for it. Hounds. And even though technically, when you discard, you need to discard 2, there is also the possibility, now we only have 1 word left to make.
I'm going to discard 2.
As long as they're, yep, that's totally fine.
Yep.
But HOU and okay, that can be yes. Hounds.
I have to discard.
Or you can make a word. You can start.
Oh, that's right. I can start a new word. That's right. I can start a new word. I'll just say.
I mean, technically, I shouldn't have said that, but like.
I'm gonna say let LET.
Okay. Hounds. Okay. Hounds.
Okay, I'm
So
going
at
to
this point,
say hounds.
and we finished that off with hounds.
Woohoo!
That was a good find, Kirsten. Kirsten Hounds. And I love the
Look
fact
at those D's.
I'm going to take a screenshot of this because that is absolutely ridiculous. Like all those D's and all the U's all
The
together.
U's, the N's, the T's. Yeah, it's interesting.
And thank you very much, Elaine, who says, "Yay, well done." Yeah. So whilst
yeah, you want me to reset?
Kirsten puts everything back, I will read the success. Success! Your plan was successful overall, but you know that Jack has not come away from these attacks empty-handed. As the last creature vanished, you could swear you heard him laughing, as if you were pleased with how things were proceeding. The conflict weighs mightily in quest number 39, Trinity and Divinity. Do you have anything that you want to say about this one? This is kind of the second time we've done it. Whether it's is it slightly easier than the previous one? I wonder if 37 and 38 are in the wrong order.
Yeah, I think so. I think that totaling the numbers is definitely an extra challenge. So yeah, I think for me, 37 feels a little harder than 38. So we could easily switch those. Do you want me to note to switch those?
I will add a comment.
Oh, you'll do it? Okay.
37 and 38. Okay, would you like to introduce 39?
Certainly. Quest 39, Trinity and Divinity. No one can afford to sit back planning strategies now, so the head librarian commands your efforts herself. Jack called forth Fip and Piff to aid him, and then Wug 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 appeared, she says. There is divinity in threes, beginning, middle, end, past, present, future. She drifts off before suddenly barking, fight in threes, fire with fire, defend the library. The assistant joins you and River as the three of you turn to face your next challenge.
So again, we have to make 6-letter words or more. You can make longer words if you want, but then you're just making life harder for yourself, possibly. But each word must contain 3 consonants in a row, and Y is counted as a consonant in this game. And we have to again make 5 words. So,
and just for fun, what the conflict weighs mightily in quest number 39. Those 3 words have 3 consonants in a row. I was very pleased with myself.
Okay.
That was our little direction to the next quest. I have fun playing around with words when I'm writing these.
Just for the record, we both did all the quest design, and Kirsten very much did 99% of the writing, although we did do a little brainstorming together.
Oh, absolutely.
And Kirsten, would you like to start?
Sure. I'll say split.
Interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, let's go for it. Splits.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say splendid.
Yeah, there are still a few outs, and technically we couldn't just do ballast now because, again, it is about the 3 consonants in a row. S is very useful, I've got to admit. Oh my gosh. I'm going to say ring. R-I-N-G.
Okay.
You have a
How
nice
about
day as well, Christoph. Much love, and
nice
yeah,
day?
see you soon. Bye, Christoph.
Bye. How about splats?
Ooh. S-P-L-A-T-S. That's exactly okay. I will say splatter.
Oh, okay.
As I eat my nutritional breakfast of a banana. I normally try to eat before we stream, but I woke up at like 9:45 UK time and I was a bit...
How about spindle? S-P-I-N-D-L-E.
Let's see if this works. I know I'm using 2 extra cards, but let's say splatter.
Okay. Splatter.
And I will say splatter. S-P-L-A-T-T-E-R.
Nice.
And that is one of our 5 words. And we have technically used 2 cards more than we needed to, but I feel okay about this. I feel like this one might be a little bit more forgiving than the previous.
Yeah, and I think this one might be out of order as well. Spindle.
Yeah. I mean, Kirsten's giving me very clear clues here. Sorry, let me... I just realized I need to change this to quest number 39. And 5 each word must have 3 consonants in a row. Okay, there we go. The bottom bit is updated. Spindle. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to say bard. B-A-R-D.
Okay. Spindle?
Yeah, I like this word. I mean, it does work as a word, and it's
Yeah, it's hard. Things get locked in. We do have, well, we have a whole second row. We have discards. So we are getting a little locked in, though, on that one.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's a good word. It is, yeah, because once you've put down the card, it's like, oh, Elaine has to be off as well. Thank you for the game, and I hope you all have a super rest of your day. Same to you, Elaine. Have a lovely
Thank
day
you.
and
You
much love.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Elaine.
Yeah, I'm... Oof. Oh, I've got an idea. Wait, that's only 5 letters. Terrible. Oh my gosh. And I looked it up, and it's not even a word. Oh no, it says a word. Okay, phew. But it's still annoying. And I want you to know that I looked up burrs just for the record, but then I got annoyed because I realized that I'd miscounted.
Oh.
B-U-R-R-S.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going... Oh, yeah, we are using a lot of S's. which means I think that in this level, if we discard any S, we're probably going to lose. That might be a bit of
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think birds.
That's still okay. That's still 5 letters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Counting is clearly not my forte this morning. Or evening, or whatever it is for wherever you are. But it's my morning.
I'm going to go spindle.
Thankfully, I can say spindle.
All right. I'm going to say... No.
Yeah, it is all about those consonants and keeping the most valuable ones.
How about brings?
Brains.
No, brings. Brings.
Oh, that's much better.
Yes. That one actually works.
Yeah, that's an actual quest word, potentially.
Yeah.
So you are allowed to make non-quest words, just to clear the thing, but I am going to discard an AJ and an IQ, because whilst
that seems like a good idea.
they do have nice vowels, but I feel like we have to focus more on the consonants now. Okay. Yes. We will.
I'm going to have to discard as well. Unfortunately, I have better things to discard. But yeah,
I can say spindle.
Nice, perfect.
So we have at least cleared that row, which gives us more possibilities for what we can do.
I'm going to say bake, B-A-K-E.
Oh, okay. That is a strong clue. I'm going to check a word. Yes, that is a word. Britches. Britches.
It is indeed.
Trousers which reach as far as your knees. Okay. Why did I close? Okay. Yes. Is this a good? Yep. Britches.
Okay. Don't. Or don't.
Yeah, we've still got free consult the councils. Maybe I should have done that, but Kirsten will forgive me.
Ink. I-N-K.
Britches.
Oh, and we've got to do multiple with that.
Britches.
Yeah, we're using a lot of our letters.
I'm going to check something. Yeah, that is not a word. Yep, that's fine. But yeah, we have been using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've used 2 extra here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've used 1 extra there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're using 2 extra there, so that's 5 extra already. So
Tinkle.
tinkle. Oh, that's a good word. Tinkle.
Tinkle.
And britches.
Yay.
Ritches. And that's going down here. And we have a whole line that we can put stuff in. So that makes stuff slightly easier. Just 2 words to go. I feel fairly confident. Tinkle was a good choice.
I'm just going to say Graham.
Can you spell that?
Gram.
M for mum. Okay.
Yep. Graham. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. That is a strong clue, by which I mean it strongly suggests specific things to my mind. Oh my gosh, but I can't see a lot of stuff to do with it. But oh my gosh. Kirsten, can you tell people something about maybe, the schools of magic while I ponder for a minute?
Sure. What Bez is referring to with the schools of magic, you may notice there are different borders on the cards. And as mentioned, the top letters all appear 6 times. There are 6 borders, so each of the top letters appears on one of the 6 different borders.
On all of the 6 borders.
Each of the top letters will appear once on each border. So they'll cover all 6 borders. And those in the story, we equate when we're doing quests that have to do with borders to these schools of magic. And so there are times where we are required to avoid putting the same borders together in a word. So that can be really tricky as well. So for example, in Tinkle right now, we have the NF and the EK share the same border. So that wouldn't work in one of those levels. Fortunately, we're just trying to get those consonants together in a row. And it seems our final E in Tinkle is eluding us. I think we still have enough E's out there. We've should be able to
2
finish
more
it.
E's. And definitely we did try having to unify the School of Magic, i.e. having all of the same border, but that was much worse as a play experience.
Really difficult to do. We'd have to have
it just
more
pushes
rows
you
to work
down
with.
A very specific thing, and if you don't get that, you're just unlucky.
Yeah, it would definitely require more rows potentially, but it wasn't as satisfying as avoiding duplication. So, but it has been fun to play with. There's so much variety to me in the LDEC cards that is brilliantly designed. So we've got the numbers on the bottom, which pertain to the frequencies. We have top letters versus bottom letters, and then we have those borders as well. And then of course there's just things in English like vowels and consonants. So it's been really fun to play around with the design and the different quests. Oh my, okay.
I know this might be suboptimal, but I've decided to do tinkling.
Okay.
Which means we need to put 1, 2, 3, 4, one of the last 2 ends,
5,
and then the G.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, this is okay. 1, 2. Thread. THREAD. Do we have enough E's? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we do.
I will say tinkling.
And I will say tinkling. Gosh, I've held on to that G for a while.
Yep, you did. You basically tell me that you had it.
What did I do? I think I accidentally got these in there. Hold on. I apologize. What has happened? Yeah, I think just somehow when I grouped it, they went on the top. There we go. Sorry about that. You have gone for these giant words, Bez. Keeping us on our toes.
I will THREAD.
Thread, THREAD.
Oh my gosh, wait, how many A's are left? Have we consulted the council even?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 A left. We have not.
And D, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 D left. Okay. I am going. Okay, I will consult the council. Would you like me to start a new word as opposed to discarding? Given.
Sure. Yeah, just to keep us safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many T's?
That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of them are out.
Okay. Fetch. FETCH.
Thread. THREAD.
Fred. Yes. That did feel like it did feel fiendish. It did feel challenging. I think it felt like a slight downgrade again. I agree with you that this will need massaging, but I have a thought on how these levels should have gone.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know. So we have played not today, but today and Tuesday, 2 days ago. So it's still, we played. Oh, let's do the success first. Success. You felt the power of free, yet even in victory, there is still an oppressive sense of foreboding. It feels as if the worst is yet to come. Can Jack successfully unleash his curse in quest number 40? So,
don't say how you think it should. Oh, go ahead.
Quest number 40 is going to be Jack's curse revealed. But we will play that in just a moment. I assume you still have energy, Kirsten.
Yes, I want to write. Why don't you write down what order you think they should have been in? I wrote them down using the numbers they currently are, but in the order I think they should have been. I want to see if we agree.
Yeah, so for a recap, 36 was double letters, and I'm actually going to have a quick look at that because I can't quite remember. Okay, we did it once with 4 words, and then we decided it was too easy, and then we did it with 5 words. And then, okay, I'm going to say, based on our performance...
Interwebs or yours?
Say that again?
You were a little choppy, and I wasn't sure if that's my internet or yours.
Oh, I do not know. But let's us ignore it, and hopefully
hopefully it'll go away. Yeah.
I would say that.
Don't say it. Oh, you're gonna. I want to write it down.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And you have to enunciate. Otherwise, it's just dead air. You can't just have dead air, Kirsten. Come on.
Okay.
Oh wait! I never actually wrote down the time. We finished like 2 minutes ago, did we? Would you say 13?
Yeah.
Finished.
I can fill while you write down because mine is all written down.
Okay, you tell us.
Yeah, we're talking about we did a double letter, which is 2 letters, the same letter in succession. So we ended things with LL, or we had 2 vowels like OO, I think, or EE in some of them. We did one where each total had to be equal to or higher than the word before. So we were totaling up the numbers on the bottom and adding them up and making sure that each subsequent word would get higher and higher totals. Then we did the evens odds, which we've done again tonight. And then we did the 3 consonants in a row, which we just finished.
I have written. Have you written?
Okay, I've written.
Okay, let's go them in order one by one. Okay, I think the first. Oh.
Okay.
What's the first one that you wrote? I wrote 39 to start.
Oh, interesting. I wrote 36, but I could easily do either way.
I wrote 36 as the second one.
Okay.
And what did you write for the second one? 39?
39, yep.
I wrote 38 as number 3.
Me too.
And 37 as the last one.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah, okay. I could easily see those two going either way, the 36 and 39. So yeah, we can go 39, 36.
I also like 39 because I like the reference to I don't know, 36, 39. Let's let me make a thing. Order should be 36 or 39, 36 or 39, and then 38, and then 37.
Yep.
Okay. And then, of course, 40, which is still a hard level.
Yeah. Oh, let me get that set up.
Are we ready for it? I'm going to introduce it.
Yes, Jack go ahead.
He's flanked by Fip and Piff as they appear in the central area of the library's main floor. The trolls guard Jack as he mutters incantations, all while bursts of energy and power shoot from all angles around the trio. Letters appear all around your enemies, seemingly in disarray. But as Jack casts a spell, the letters begin to come together. Instinctively, you know that if their message is completed, the curse will be unleashed. So we have to, again, remove nothing. Every word has to be 6 or more letters, but now it's not about how many words we make. It's about using the mini deck of J, K, Q, V, X, and Z, and FYP and PYF all shuffled together, and we need to use all the 1s and all the 2s for their lower letters. So we have to
come on.
make all the 1s.
What is going on? Oh, thank you. Oh, what is going on? I'm having trouble with my interface for some reason all of a sudden. And it's frustrating me.
So we're just setting it up and so yes, we've got to make a mini deck, and anything that's not in the mini deck, I'll put into the deck.
That's not right, is it? Oh, that is right. 12. There's 12 of them.
And all of these things are heading off. The M, the L, the B, the M, everything.
I don't know why the interface is suddenly being really temperamental with me, but it's making me frustrated. Stop doing this screen top. Oh.
Technology is always great when it works.
When it works. Right now, it is nothing but trouble for me. I hope you're seeing me move things.
I am.
Okay, good, because
things are clearly being moved. And
because sometimes when it does this, it just locks up and restarts my screen, and then none of the things I did were happening. Oh.
So we will have 36 cards down here. And
Okay.
I'll let Kirsten do the shuffling.
Yeah.
Main deck as well, and
Okay.
we have to flip over just the top cards of the mini deck, and
That was weird. Okay.
it's all good now, or
It's all good now.
Hopefully it won't matter.
So the way mini decks work is that instead of playing from our hand, we can optionally choose to play from the top of the mini deck and put that into one of the two words instead and flip over the next card. For those, we have to use all the bottom letters. I think Bez mentioned that. We must use all the bottom letters.
This is definitely a P. And not just the card with an A and a P on it, but it's definitely the letter P. And for the physical game, when we finally print this, I don't know when, but we will have little counters that you can put on the letters to remind you not to use those. It occurs to me that the counters should probably be not circular. They should probably be kind of square with curved corners, if you know what I mean. I think that would be better. Anyway, I'm going to say splat.
Okay.
Are you there? Yes.
I am here. We want to turn over this card. And
of course, with 36 and 12, that means we need to have like a 3-to-1 ratio at least. So really, what we're aiming for is 2 or 3 letters for on the mini deck in each word.
Boy, that J is something.
Oh yes, and there's the K, Q, V, X, and Z.
What did you say again?
I said splat.
Okay.
So we can keep doing this. So
I'm going to pull this out here. I don't know. Could be a disaster.
What are you saying?
Django.
DJNGO.
DJNGO. Yeah, it's not a allowable. It's a proper noun, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Just telling you stuff.
Boo, boo, boo. Yeah. I'm going to check that something is a word. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is 6 letters long.
Wonderful.
Expats.
Yes, that is definitely a word. Oh, great.
Well, at least we got it.
Expats.
Expats. Expat. The expat.
I don't know. Jockey.
Okay, did you? I'm going to say expats and hope that something sorts itself out.
Well, I'm going to discard.
Oh dear.
I think so. I think that's better than bogging down a J word, you know? That's what I think.
Oh, yep, okay. Okay, I hate these options, and I'm going to consult the council. I know it's very early.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine with that.
Wait a minute.
Waiting.
Sure. Yeah, this is a very cheeky consult the council.
Okay.
Given that I have the OU and the TC, would you prefer me to do?
That is not allowed. You're not allowed to just describe your hand, you goober.
Okay. Do you feel good about the word jotter? That's what I will ask.
Do I feel good about the word jotter? Jotter?
Yes.
Not particularly, since it has only one of our letters, but that's okay.
I don't see anything better.
That's fine. Whatever.
Jotter.
I'm gonna say expats.
Okay, I will put down this because this is a useful card to have there. And I will say Quim, if that's Quim. Hopefully that's not too rude. It is apparently a vulgar slang, so for the vulva.
I'll say quince. Quince.
Oh.
Q. Oh, but we can. Don't you remember what I said here? Oh, anyway, that's fine. You have one too few cards, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Can I?
Okay. Yeah, if you want to consult the council, go ahead.
No, that's all right.
I'm going to say Quaker.
Oh, okay. Sure. So we prefer. All right.
I assumed you were talking about a J-O-C-K word, but I couldn't think of one.
I said it. I said it as a clue. Jockey. Jockey.
Oh.
I said it as a clue when I first put the O down.
I totally forgot that.
All right, so let me. So we can. I know it's still early, but I want to consult the council because it can go.
Sure. Or just do it.
So, do you feel better about Quaker on the top than Jockey on the bottom?
I'm going to say one thumb down.
Oh, okay. So go on the bottom. Okay. I'll say Jockey.
Quaver.
Oh! Yes, that was a good call.
Yes.
Yes.
I will say Quaver.
Yeah.
Although it does mean that war. Oh no! Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I cheated.
You did. Put it back.
How do we shuffle?
Double click and CD.
I knew that card was in there somewhere. It's all good.
Now, sadly, I have to discard. This is a bummer.
Oh.
I know. I just don't have the ease. We are to where we need ease, which is a bit worrisome.
Yeah, I think we might be
In trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the last. So for anyone watching, we are not playing this Sunday. And
Oh, it's my birthday.
Pardon?
I said, no, Sunday's my birthday.
So feel free to send. In Germany, sending early birthday messages is meant to be bad luck.
Oh, well, I am part German, so maybe don't do that.
Oh.
Besides, it just reminds me I'm older. Which I guess beats the alternative, but still. Getting older is...
Okay,
We're fishing, aren't we?
I cannot see anything. I'm sorry. And
No,
so I'm
it's my fault. I wanted to get us into the
jockey would
because
have
it's been
been
a while, so
yes.
which is so great. But all right,
Oh no, are you discarding as well?
I am. I just don't see. I don't see any other way to do these. I'm so sorry. Oh man, hopefully you got one.
Jockey.
Sweet.
Okay,
Jockey.
so we've got 5 cards. I get to draw one more. And 13. And we do need to use E, and I just did jockey, and it is your turn. And it would possibly be useful.
No, I moved the Y over to finish jockey. You put the E, I moved the Y over.
Oh, so you did. Okay, so I need to think about the thing.
So we have, yeah, that's a good idea. Oops, I got all of them. Oh, I was going to put those, because I think of those separately from the ones. I moved the K, yeah.
Okay, so there we've still got. Oh, you don't put it in alphabetical order.
Oh, I as long as I have the, that's fine. As long as I have the.
So we've got
I know what they
Jack. We're mixing. Oh,
we've got our Q and V up here, so it's just the Z. It's just the Z.
Okay, so just the Z, and then
2 Fs.
F,
2 Fs, a P, and a Y. 2 Fs, a P, and a Y.
And of course, you cannot do it. It's interesting how Z is something you cannot. Z is a hard letter, but at the same time, sometimes when you're using it, you think, "Oh, if only I had more Zs," like
right
or
jazzy.
You cannot be jazzy. You cannot even have jazz in this game.
Nope. No,
you can have classical.
You can.
You can have swing.
Country,
you can have
country.
Pardon?
Country, pop.
All of those.
Rock and roll.
Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. I think I know something, but I've got to. No, that's not a word. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. What's this? And trying to remember the word. Okay, I'm going to slightly cheat. I'm trying to remember. That's the word I was looking for. Yes. Yes. And that is definitely a word. So how many? Okay, how many consult the councils have we done? Only the one, which was. I'm going to say.
No, I did. I think we did two. I think you did one and I did one.
What was your one?
Mine was whether you wanted me to put the.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how would you feel about me consulting the council?
Okay, this will be our last one. I'm going to hold firm that it's our last one, and that's okay. I totally don't mind.
We
can only do what we can do.
1, 2, 3. There's 3. You know what? How do you feel about me starting the word Zephyr? Zephyr.
Oh, Zephyr. Okay. Is that why I say it? But that's fine. Sure.
Yeah, apparently you say it correctly.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of banking on things coming out in a particular order. But that is the word that I said. But it can be changed. You know, I've only put the one card down. I've only put down the NZ. So, yeah. And I'm going to go on a hunt for another banana. Banana. I'm back with a banana. Okay.
Okay.
Whoops.
I don't want to discard, but I may have to.
Oh, hello. Xate, who says, hi, B. Hi, K. Kirsten. I don't get my full name written down, but Kirsten does. I like that. How are you, Xate? I don't know how much you want me to share, but I hope that everything is at least on the mend for you and things are improving, even if slowly. Yeah. But we are on
I'm discarding.
quest number 40 out of 50.
No. No.
I mean, the thing is, we can't even do, of course, Zephyr, of course, and because that was relying on the P coming out before the Y.
Right.
It was 50-50, basically.
Yeah. I still don't have the E, huh? This is a bummer. I could have started something else with the last one. Maybe I should have. I don't know.
What's going on there with the clacking?
Oh, sorry. Fidgeting with my pen. I apologize.
That's fine. Just do it away from the microphone.
Yeah, I didn't know I was near it. Yeah, sorry.
Oh my gosh. So just to recap, we have the Q and the V and the Z have to be used as the Q and the V and the Z. And in the deck, we have the top card is the Y, and then the other ones are F, F, and P. And it would be nice to make a Z word with what I have. It would be nicer if that Z word could use the Y and maybe an F or a P. But I am struggling to think of stuff. And yeah, this is, it feels like a boss, suitably. Like, but we still have a decent ratio. I mean, if we manage to get the ER, which I understand is a big if, that would be 9 cards in the deck and 6 in our hands. and but that's kind of best case scenario, and so we still have that 2-to-1 ratio. So it's like we've managed to keep it along the way, but of course towards the end of the quest you are a little bit more constrained because of what's in the deck. This is I am
We're going to get real good at Z words at some point, aren't we? We're going to get real good.
If I could do that. Damn. Gosh darn it. I am not seeing anything. I am tempted to take the out and discard, but I feel... Oh. Oh. I don't...
I just realized what a mistake I made, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I shouldn't have discarded. Yeah. I shouldn't have discarded. I should have. I don't know, but yeah, I think I didn't. It didn't compute that Zephyr was impossible for some reason. Obviously, it's impossible.
Let's see. So
I shouldn't have discarded. I now see something I could have done, but that's okay.
And I can see a few out, but only 5-letter ones. And of course, that's not an out. That's a dead end, which means we're destined to lose.
If I had thought of what I just thought of, I could have played instead of 6-letter word, but that's okay. That's okay. We can, if we lose, we can try again.
Yeah. I'm sure there's something better I could have done, but I am discarding with the SB and the TH.
Yeah, and I'm afraid I have to as well. Because consonant.
Oh, no.
Yep. Oh, my Lord, you wouldn't believe my hands. Okay. It's my fault. I should have done something different. It's okay. Why have those?
I'm kind of half hoping that Sig just rushes to the rescue and says, "Hey, try this word," but
yeah, come on, Zig
is in any state to be telling us words, and I know that word games aren't her favorites anyway. Oh my gosh. How many G's? 1 G. Yeah, there's nothing to the right of that, is there? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Good. What?
And no more consulting.
It's so painful. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you're solo, you do have fewer. You've got less. How can I put it? Obstacle between what you want to do and what gets done. And but then if you have multiple people, you've got multiple people thinking of stuff, which can help.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. I might as well try something. No, that's a 5-letter word. I'm not going to look that up. That's a waste. Surely there's that combination. I'm going to write down the combination that I'm thinking of on. Surely there's a word that's 6 or more letters long with this sequence of letters on the screen that Kirsten cannot see. Surely there's a 6-letter word with that we could make, but I cannot think of it. I am.
Darn those E's. Killing me.
How many E's do we even? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, there should be. Wait, EP is also 1.
So there's only one left.
Yeah.
Is that right? No. We're in trouble.
EK, EP, and EY are taken out. Yeah, I think that's what we didn't quite realize, that you do get fewer E's.
Yep.
We
still do have one.
Thank goodness for this banana. This is my comfort banana. That makes me feel less.
What do you want to do?
Oh, that's... Surely there must... Okay,
Oh, I thought of a word. Oh. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Well, we've used consult the council, but I have a plan if you, depending on what you do.
I will say crazy, aware that it's not sufficient letters, hoping that goes into your plan.
No. And now I don't know what to discard. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it'll be fine. And now I don't say a word because I'm not playing. Okay.
If you do not know a ZY word, I think...
Oh, I do. I do. I just can't say it because I discarded. And so, yeah, I think you probably should have discarded and then I would have played it and said it. But that's okay.
I mean, you might have had a letter. I will... Okay, 2 Fs is not so bad. Have. I will... how many H's? 1, 2, 3. There's 2 H's left, right? That we cannot see.
Yeah, I guess that seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 1 H that we cannot see. Oh, now they're out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so that would be 5.
Wait, 1, 2. Oh yeah, shoot. I have discarded.
Okay. What's better to do here? Now I can't ask you. Let me see what's available. Oh, it doesn't matter because we only have one of this letter left. Never mind. Let's see. Can this be? Oh yeah, that would work. That would work. If we have any of those left. 1, 2, 3, 5. Nope. Nope. Because I had to discard. Yeah, no. There's no hope for it. So I'm gonna just say quaver. Do to not have an R.
Oh no. Yeah, sorry. I think we are definitely done at this point.
Yeah, we're done. I have a word for the ZY.
What was your word for the ZY?
Zygote, but the last T is on my G.
Zygote. That's a good one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean we're sunk.
And
right?
then I would have that, and then we would need another E as well.
T and an E. Yeah. That's why we couldn't do it. What did we have? That's not. I mean, that's still two F's and a P. That's not that terrible.
Yeah. I mean, well, 2 F's and a P, and also a Z and Y, which were on the thing.
Yeah.
But we managed to get. Well, I was going to say we managed to. Yeah, we managed to just get through most of them.
Yeah, we got to remember that we only have 3 E's. I think that's pretty critical to remember.
Yeah, EF, EP. No, it's not EF at all. It's EK, EP, EY.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a massive difference.
Yep.
That is. Oh, where's the Q gone?
It's down here on Quaver along with the V.
Check Q.
I moved the V back. Why'd you take it away? There we go.
Fixes and Piff and FIP. Yeah, that's what we've got to, and it's AEIONS, AEION, and E. So we've got proportionally more R's and T's, which is the opposite of the last chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, how are we feeling? Are we wanting one more crack at this?
I can take another crack at it if you're up for it.
Yeah, just about. Let's do it.
Can you throw your cards over here?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
And Kirsten works the magic and resets everything. And I believe that we can. I believe
we can fly. Okay.
Is there what else is good with Z? I mean, I'm trying to think. Before we start,
I almost started Zipline, but then I realized prized would have done it. I should have put the I when it was in my hand, but then again, that would look for another E, and we were down to 1 E. But prized, PRIZED, I thought of. Zipline, I thought of, but Zipline is 2 words.
Is it?
So I didn't do Zipline. Yeah, that's what Collins says. But prized would have worked.
I mean, if we can get something like Zipper, that will be amazing.
Yeah.
But it's kind of. It's a big ask. It's asking for 3 cards to come out in exactly that order, and for us to basically limit ourselves to just 1 line while we're sorting that out. I mean,
yeah,
you have to be. I mean, it's ideal if it contains 3, and that will give us more space. But yeah. Let me double check Zipline. Oh, zipless is a word, but yeah, zipless isn't useful.
Well, it's Z and P.
I mean, zipping might be better than zipper just because it has the I, and like we've only got 3 E's, so it's just as uncommon as the G.
Yeah.
But then we've also only got 4 of the other vowels. So yeah, it's really about I'm just realizing it's really about conserving our vowels on this level.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to say anything else before we start?
I can't think of anything else to say.
That's fine. That's fine. Would you agree that it feels like a boss level?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is going to be our last attempt for today.
Yes,
Win
for
or
sure.
fail?
Yes. You got a timestamp?
Yep, I do. I might last time. Okay.
Do you want to go first or you?
I will place this card down and say toy, Toy. Oh. Just checking the word, and yeah. I feel like we should tell people whether they are allowed to share their dictionary checks. I mean, we've already established you can't just check something and if it's not a word, share that, but because that can be abused. But if you check something and it is a word, and you share that, is that fine for our current difficulty level, if you know what I mean?
Not outside of the clue word.
Okay.
Is what I was thinking.
That makes sense. Because otherwise, I guess it gives everyone one word per turn. Yeah, essentially another suggestion or reminder. Or yeah,
I
that
don't
does feel a
know if I
little
should
bit
do
too
this.
much.
Oh,
So you look up a word. You
I'm
can
gonna
tell
say
people that you-
jovially.
Huh. Jovially. It is impossible to make that.
Is it?
Yes, because we have to use the J before the V.
Oh, you're right. There's lots of other ways to build on that, but
I will say jot.
okay. Oh no. Okay.
You knew the Z was in there.
Yeah, but I didn't really want it now. I just don't see anything I can do. Nothing that makes any sense.
Oh, stretching time, back and front.
Nope.
What's getting going?
This is bad. I've got a bad hand. I had a bad hand a minute ago, and I've got a bad hand now.
I believe in us. I believe we can make it. I don't know. I believe we can make at least one word.
I have to discard. I just don't see. Well, I mean, what the heck can we do with this Z? We need to expand our Z vocabulary. I need to expand my Z vocabulary. Yours might be fine.
I don't know. I don't think I know that many words start including a Z.
Oh.
But I will say that American English is very good for Z. I mean, ZER, ZED. There's a lot of words in American English. Like, this isn't a word we could technically...
Rezone.
Let me...
I know, it's terrible. Terrible. Percentages.
It can't be rezoned because that's the Y.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I just screwed us. Oh my gosh! I'm so sorry. That was much worse than my Shiza. Oh, is Zate still here? Are you horrified, Zate? Excuse my language. Oh, I'm mortified. I'm more mortified than I was last time.
I will say jovial.
Oh, we can't just skip it? Like, can't we restart?
Yeah, I'm...
LYZ? Is there even an L?
I'm up for calling this a failure.
I was on tilt I had nothing but consonants and I was super on tilt. There are outs. There are outs. I cheated and looked up outs.
What could we have done with LYZ?
Paralyze.
Oh, yeah. Paralyze. LYZE.
Yep.
So that's 8 letters, but it does have a good, mini deck to non-mini deck ratio.
Yep. Okay. I'm sorry. I went completely on tilt there. I was very frazzled. Yeah.
Ironically, a word we cannot make.
Why is that?
Frazzled, because it's got 2 Zs.
Frazzled. Yes. The 2 Zs thing is definitely playing on my brain. I keep wanting to, but Paralyze has 1 and it was LYZ. So, yep. All right. I've shuffled.
Did you shuffle the main deck already?
I believe so, but I'll do it again just to be extra sure. And I've said my one naughty word. I won't do it again. I'm so sorry. That was a big one. I'm really sorry. Oh, clearly a boss. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't love my hand. All right.
This is not a good word because that's 5 letters. To heck with. Oh my gosh. This is so aggravating. It is the 6 letters that makes it so different. Because otherwise, I honestly think if we did this with 5 letters, it just would not be that big a challenge. And I'm slightly curious to try it after this. But
not tonight, but...
No, not together. I mean, like, just with the deck. But
yeah.
Everything I think of is 5 letters, but I'm just going to say Tawny. TAWNY. And I understand I'm putting a lot of pressure on you to think of stuff.
That's all right. How about I'm sorry if you hate it. Quandary. Quandry.
Huh. 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 Hmm.
There are other options,
Yeah.
but that one uses two. Yeah. But the Q could be at the bottom for all we know. We don't know.
Why is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, deceptively tricky in and of itself? I feel like in FIP and PIF, the F has always been the hardest one. I don't know if you would agree.
Maybe. I don't know. In FIP and PIP, I feel like those are. I think it's because those are in 3 and 4 letters, right?
But
It does not feel.
I just feel like even here, I feel like the Fs and the Ps, I feel a lot more ways to put them into even a 6-letter word at this point.
Oh,
Than
really?
the Y.
Interesting.
I think so. Do you feel like they're quite similar in terms of difficulty?
I do. But it's really dependent on. It's dependent on so much. It's dependent on the order, really. Like we could put it out and then have it lock down a row again. So, you know.
Okay, I'm going to say foundry. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Q is there. It is indeed not at the bottom.
Hmm. Ay, caramba. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna put this down here and say floppy.
Flappy? I'll check that that's a legit word. Yeah, it is.
Now we're up a creek again. Oh. Okay.
We are indeed in a quandary.
I am going to. I think I'm going to discard.
Wait.
What?
Quandry is not in the dictionary.
You're kidding me.
It has another A in it.
Quandary. Oh my gosh. Did I screw us up again? Oh my gosh, yes. I did. Oh my gosh, I did.
We do technically have an out, but I think it's getting late. I would be in favor of just calling it here.
I'm so sorry. No,
if you're feeling frazzled.
No. Oh, are you? Okay. I promise I won't do it again.
It's up to you. Like, I know it's 11:11 over there. It's a magical time. 11:11, all the ones.
Look, I'm just going to discard. I want to see what we can do. I don't know how to fix that. It's my trouble.
Yeah, it's getting the queue out of the way. Honestly, like getting the... if we had a row that was empty, I would see a point in continuing. But at this point...
All right, restart. Restart then. Don't let us end on this. I can't end on this. This is too upsetting.
And what happens with the 12 cart with the mini deck?
It went flying. I don't know why. Hold on. Oh no, I guess it went. Oh no, it went in here. Sorry. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It went in here. Oh, come on. I grabbed all of them. I hit all to reset. There we go. All right. Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh. It keeps acting up, which is really weird. There's Jay. Okay. Oops, why did that go back?
I'm trying to flip them over and...
Okay, here we go. And there's a Y.
We're missing one card, I think, still. There we go. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And how do you shuffle again?
Double click and then Z.
Okay, I have shuffled. And the first one is the Y. Okay, awesome.
That's been the start for the last. This is funny because we've had the Y the last 3. Okay, it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. Oopsie, I'm in. Oh, hold on. There we go.
I'm going to say. I'm just going to get this out there and say daddy.
Cool.
DADDY, which sadly is,
joyful.
Nice. Let's check joyful. Oh, good work. All good.
Zither, ZITHER.
ZITHER.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, look, there's a P. I'm sure I spelled that one correctly. It's an instrument.
Yes, a musical instrument with 2 sets of strings. Okay. Over
but there's a P. That's one of our P's.
I'm going to say zapper.
Zapper.
Okay. Zap. 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 Okay, this is... And it's like, if there were 3 lines, this would be so easy.
Yeah,
originally, what word was it? Just 1 line, like when you submitted it? I think it was.
No, it wasn't limited. It wasn't limited.
Okay.
It was more about having to do them, but do it evenly and have everything clear, right?
But I think...
Yeah, no, this was an improvement, yeah.
Even though I'm kind of, oh, you designers. Okay, I'm going to... No, that's not a word. Okay, I am. I'm wondering if we. I'm wondering if we kind of put ourselves into a bit of a pickle. I'm going to keep the vowel. I'm going to discard the 2Ds that.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking. But that's one of our E's again. Okay, maybe not.
We do have 3 E's. It's not like we have none, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
And we've only got 4 of every other vowel and 3 of the U's, of course.
But I don't want to get us stuck on that again. All right. I'm going to discard.
Okay, I don't know if this will work, but I have discovered that there is a kind of plant called, it's a large tropical evergreen tree in America, Zapotea, Zapotilla.
Oh, wow. So, and that's what we're going to have to make, right? Because there's no other.
I could not see anything with Zap that kind of kept it open. I think that in retrospect, going Zapped, it was taking a risk. It was pushing us down a particular path. And I took a gamble and it didn't pay off.
Okay.
Now, this might be excessive bananas, but I am having my 3rd banana of the day because it is now the afternoon over here.
Damn it. There are ways to get.
Great. I do have 1 banana left.
Can I consult the council?
Sure.
Do you have an O? If so, play it on the first line. If you have an O, can you play it on the first line?
I will give a neutral thumbs up. Okay. So thumbs in the middle.
Oh, okay. Oh, then never mind.
Actually, yes. I will say yes for double thumbs up. If I have a no, I will play it on the first line.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's my turn. Sorry.
Oh, I really don't want to discard. All right, I'm not going to. Patia, I guess, which you have. Okay. There went one of our A's for that.
And the L, that was maybe a bad. I should have kept the AL. That was a terrible decision.
Do you remember what your other card is? Can you swap it?
I am going to cheat. I am
okay. Oh, yeah, losing an E is bad too, so.
You understand why I did that, but it was probably the wrong choice. But and
now
Joy.
We need an A. Yeah, I can tell you what I would have had if there were a couple of things.
I am thinking this uses too many E's, but enjoyed.
Enjoys.
Of course. That's so much better. Why didn't I think of that? Enjoyed.
Yeah, when you got rid of the N, I was like, oh shoot, because I had an S. I was like, oh, good. Anyway, okay.
So now
Perfect.
we can start on the next one.
Yeah.
And we are still less than halfway through the mini deck. And yeah.
I'm gonna say, yeah, it doesn't. It's not enough words. But I will say cubby, Cubby. Five-letter words are our friends, aren't they? But no, we need 6 letters. Oh.
And we don't even have that many L's. We've only got 2. Otherwise, okay, consult the council.
Mm-hmm.
The chemical word xylitol, Xylenol. Basically, should I start that with the X?
I'm 1 thumb up.
That's okay, fine. I will put XY and say xylitol.
And I want to see what the next. Oh no, I think that's. Oh.
I believe.
Oh, there has got to be some kind of. Oh.
Oh, it's your turn, so I can look up another word again.
I know.
Oh, I know you know it's your turn. I was just reminding myself and
okay.
anyone at home that now I can look up another word with X, Y, and I have to be careful about what I look up. Because oh.
I know what I want to start with, but I don't. Let me think.
Okay, that is.
I'm gonna say oxygen.
Oxygen. That sometimes you forget the simplest things, but not that
I don't think we need simple things, though. We need complicated things. But it's something. But then it's ease. I don't think. Our ease are so difficult.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think pluralizing. It's probably IES.
Yeah. We've got 1 E left. Basically. We've got 1 E left that hasn't been used because the other E is with the K. And we have to use that as the K. Yeah. Oh, I do not see a way forward other than
we hunt for an E or an A, basically.
Well, a G.
Well, yeah, but there's another way to go on the top. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna say epoxying.
Oh.
Oh, great. There's our F. Oh, I don't suppose you got an A, did you?
No,
To get rid of Zapatia, which epoxying. EPOXYING.
Okay. I will put this up. I'm going to check that epoxying is a word.
It is. Discarding. Nothing else I can do.
It's a transitive verb. Okay. Yep. Epoxying.
Oh, I don't want to play this because
Epoxying.
Yeah, and I have to hold on to this, so I'm going to discard. There's a reason I have to do this. Not that it matters, but...
Yeah, at this point, we're just seeing if we can at least get halfway through there. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Finally.
Well,
Okay.
I can do this epoxying, but that's our only U. Yeah, it's our
I'm
last
going to
U.
say Zapatia.
Okay, cool. I'll say epoxying. Oops.
And okay, we've got this, so
Ludicrous.
I will say fits, FITS.
What do we have
I
in
should
there?
have played from my hand really at that point in the game. It's not that it matters.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
We are just playing it out till the bitter end. We can get
what other
one
letters
more.
do we have in there? G, no, not G. X, Y, Z, P, J, Y. Here, what do we have left? J, X, Z.
Given that we could...
K and Q. Q is useless because unless I guess there's some words with A, but the three U's are
not
out.
6-letter words, I don't think. Oh no, there might be, because now we've got the ART.
Yeah.
Only a couple.
So
I'm
K.
just... Given that we could spend 5 minutes working out exactly what's in our hands.
Milk.
Pardon?
I said milk. I have nothing. But I don't want to discard because...
Given that I could spend 5 minutes working out what 2 cards are in your hand, would you be comfortable at this point?
Sure.
Sharing.
I had nothing but R's. It was pretty useless.
What's your other one?
RL, RW. And I just played RM.
Okay.
Yeah, these long ones are killing us.
I'm going to say first. No, that doesn't work. That's 5. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going... Yeah. Yeah,
Our first attempt was better. That was the best. Yeah, it's the lack of vowels is a problem, and then the order is very critical.
We
You're
did
right
have
that gambling on that was a big risk. And it's at the bottom. The other P is at the bottom. Oh no, where's the P? Oh no, it was that we put it in epoxy.
And epoxying.
Oh, that's right. We put it in epoxying. That's right. Okay, it wasn't at the bottom. It was just that gamble.
Yeah, because we had to do the Y first, and then it is about the balance of having definitely the balance of getting words that have outs, but also having words that use a lot of those Jack Q Vexes, Fip and Piff of those cards in the mini deck. Because when it's 6, I think that 6 is low enough, or wug wug wug, there were 3 of each, so it's more possible to rely on something coming up. But Fip and Piff and Jack Q Vexes does increase the luck a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this, because this does feel like I would like to compare it to the other ones next week, like the diabolical levels. I think that this is the first quest where I've been like, okay, let's just reset it, where I felt, nope, we just can't do it. And that doesn't feel great. I almost wonder, I'm not saying we should be reactionary. I'm not saying we should do this, but if we needed to make it easier, we could have Jack Q Vexes in one mini deck and Fip and Piff in another mini deck.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. As something to try. Yep. That's exactly what I was. The same page.
I suggest that this is like the start of after this, the diabolical levels. And in theory, like historically, the levels ending with the digit 1 have always been easier than or digit 6 have always been easier than the previous quest. And so I feel like this should be one of the hardest quests in the game, but at the same time, it's about that balance of luck and, agency. And that's where I think that having the 2 mini decks will bring it out. So, like, we're meeting again on Tuesday, the whatever it is next week. And do you want to I don't want to be like, on the one hand, I don't want to be too reactionary, and I don't want to be like, oh, let's make it much easier. But like, if it comes down to too much to luck, then that's not fun.
Yeah. Agreed.
So do you think that we want to try double mini deck for next time?
We certainly can. What was Joe's success rate on these, Joe Kelly?
So Joe managed to beat 36, 37, 38, 39, all of them on the first attempt.
Yeah. That I know.
And sorry, I'm just checking the Discord where Joe shared.
Oh, it looks like,
and Joe managed to do the 40 on the third attempt once they kind of tried it 4 times without the eyes. Then they brought the eyes back in, and it took them 3 more attempts. 41, they failed 4 times. Oh, and I just noticed we have exactly 48 people watching right now, according to StreamYard, which is the number of cards in the L deck. So to all those people on Twitter, I hope you are generally well, and the person on Twitch, I hope you are also generally well. This is us. We've just finished, and yeah, I will just recapping and pondering. Yeah. I feel like we've already decided that the 36, 37, 38, 39 need to be swapped with 36 or 39, then 38, and then 37. And 40, we've agreed, is the hardest one.
Yeah.
It does really feel like a boss. The question is it just too hard? I mean...
Now, are you saying Joe succeeded on 40?
Yes. They played it 4 times without the eyes, and then brought the eyes back in, and then they failed 2 more times with the eyes back in, and then they succeeded on their 3rd attempt.
Okay. I'm not seeing that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Is this the last one? What do I think on the last
July
card?
3rd.
Oh, I see. Got it. Yep. Finally correct quest 40.
On the 7th attempt, but the first 4 were even harder.
Yeah, the first 4 were that accidentally paying attention to the crazy. Am I crazy? But should we take out the eye? And I was like, no. and Joe went for it. Bless her heart. What a trooper.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you phrase it? Something like that. This might be a crazy idea. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And Joe went crazy. Sounds like I'll give it a go. Bless her heart. Such a brave soul. She's a smart cookie too, that she's done so well on these.
I just realized that July 4th is also Independence Day in the USA.
And, it is.
I think something like July 5th is Bastille Day in France.
14th. I'm pretty sure it's the 14th. Yeah.
You're probably right. I was totally unsure about that. I would suggest let me get up and stretch and turn around. I will listen to the robot, because they're nice robots.
Nice robot.
And then I would suggest deciding this sometime on, I don't know, Monday. Monday your time. No. Yeah. Sorry, this is very UK centric. I was thinking Monday UK time, but if we try to do it Monday your time, then that's basically either late Sunday my time or early Monday my time.
Yeah.
And if we kind of try to agree on a decision of what we're going to do, and we won't actually stream over the weekend, but I hope you won't mind if I kind of message you about this.
No, not at all. As long as you don't mind if I'm not able to get back, since I'm at the convention.
Yeah, but you'll get back on Monday.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Monday New Zealand time, let's chat about this, and I am going to go out and vote, and then I'm going to find my passport, then I'm going to vote, and then I'm going to buy something easy to cook. Possibly, I think I'm going to check. I've got a friend possibly coming over this evening to help me say goodbye to games. So I will double check, because I can't remember if they're vegetarian or vegan, and it does make a big difference if you're wanting to buy a cheap pizza. Because that is, I don't know if I have the energy to do proper cooking, I'm going to be honest. But yes, voting is step 1. And that is my day. And then tomorrow I will be going to playtest in some capacity. And then over the weekend, I'm going to Liverpool to see my friend doing roller derby. And what are you doing to celebrate your birthday this weekend, Kirsten?
Well, actually, we're traveling up tomorrow. My youngest, Sophie, and I are going up to Hamilton for Board Games by the Bay. And
there's a place called Hamilton in New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And there's a Cambridge, and there's all sorts of British named towns here.
Yeah, I've been to Hamilton just outside Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's all sorts of UK-ish types of town names. Cambridge is near Hamilton, actually. Yeah.
I talked to someone from Washington, and then I realized that they are from the lesser-known Washington in the middle of England.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, so we're traveling. It's only about 3.5 hours, so and it's a pretty drive. So we'll travel up there and go to Board Games by the Bay and play. Saturday we're playing board games. I'm not working, but Sunday on my birthday, I'm actually going to have a table and demo and play test Apple Orchard, which will be my next game after Ovation. But we're going to be staying with a couple of friends, and hopefully we'll get to play some other games too. I'm hoping to play some our friend Nate's next game, and Julie, his mom, is hoping to play Apple Orchard, and maybe one or two of my other ones, maybe Questabell, because I haven't gotten to show her Questabell yet. So yeah, I'd like to set up that table to put all my games in.
Quests that are maybe moderate.
Oh yes. No, when I introduce it, I'll start with one actually and see where people want to go. Yeah.
And then you just
now that there's the story and see what people want to do, just so we're understanding what people want to do, right?
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's like kind of seeing what people choose, because it was that at oh my gosh, here for games. I can't remember the name of it. It used to be called a Mega May charity event, but it's Herefordshire Board Gamers, and it's a lovely thing. And Adam and Elaine, who run it, they are just really working hard to do something that supports the community, that really is inclusive for everyone. I mean, let's be honest, Herefordshire is really white. And so when I go there, I think I might be like, there's like 2, maybe 3 people of color, and neither of them are from Herefordshire. So like myself and Lloyd, Jan, and then maybe one other person that I'm forgetting. But it's like, it is very inclusive, and it is that kind of thing that, like, I think there's a reasonable diversity of gender and population, and what you ideally want is that you can't have truly mixed demographics if you're in a city that doesn't have that. So what you ideally want is that the demographic in the convention matches what's outside. That's what I believe is the ideal. And then if you've managed to do that, and I think they have, they've got lots of queer folk, they've got some small children are welcome to come along. They've got, anyway, I'm rambling.
Yeah, I was amazed. Sophie was free for the weekend, and it's really inexpensive. It's a great deal, and they're very, very kind and open to designers, and are supportive of us being there and having a table. It doesn't cost anything extra to have a table. They're just very supportive. So I really enjoy Board Games by the Bay. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
And is that folks again. Annual thing as well?
Board Games by the Bay is much smaller, and it happens at least 4 times a year in different places. So it happens in Auckland. It might be 5 times. It happens in Auckland. It happens in Hamilton. It's going to be in Christchurch in October. I may actually get to go down to Christchurch. I'm hoping to get down to the South Island. I haven't been to Christchurch since I first visited in 2006. So I would love to go down there and play and see friends. But it's great. It's in different places. And sometimes it goes down to the South Island to Dunedin, where my husband was born. So it's neat. It happens all over New Zealand. Wow. And so lots of gamers all over New Zealand get to play.
It's kind of like a umbrella of conventions in different locations. That does sound lovely. I would love to hear more about it, but I think we've got to say goodbye at this point.
Yeah, I yawned at you. I apologize.
I'm just going to say lots of love. My final words are going to be basically just thank you for everyone watching. And yeah, as it gets harder and harder, these quests, it is difficult to balance them for that balance of, yes, they need to be really, really hard. You need to have a massive sense of achievement. I don't think it should be something that you just wander through and then do on your first attempt, or even necessarily your third or fourth. But I think it should be something that when you fail, you don't think, oh, if I reset 3 times, then I'll kind of have the letters in a better order and then that will sort me out. And I would be curious to ask Joe also. I'll ask them in Discord what they would think about having 2 things. Would that make it too easy, or would that be good? I might try that myself solo to see how it feels. Might also try it potentially with Fi, depending on how Fi is feeling tonight. Shouts out to my lovely friend Fi. Anyway, but to everyone in the UK, I am going to say, if you're watching this, if you're in the UK, then I just think that even if you are voting for someone who's not in the majority, and let's be honest, unless your one vote was going to change, like technically 1 vote doesn't change anything, but by being seen to vote, by kind of sharing that you're voting, by encouraging others, and by going out and voting more, even if your chosen party isn't going to be the actual candidate that gets elected, it will give them more resources for the future. So if, for example, you want a party to be more legitimized, then voting for them is actually not a terrible idea. And that's the way I feel about it. But I don't know if you have any other last words, Kirsten.
No, I have no opinion. I wish you all well. I hope your elections go very well. And otherwise, I'm really looking forward to gaming and birthing and playtesting over the weekend, and then seeing what we can do to get this Jack Qvaxes and Fip and Tiff under control.
Okay, so I am going to wish you lots of love. Have a happy birthday on when it comes to Sunday. And for now, everyone out there, bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye-bye, everyone.